Hi kids. In today's session you are going to learn about International Economic Organization. Already in last chapter we studied about the international economy. Now you are going to learn about the International Economic Organization. From this chapter you came to know about the various types of the organization internationally which helps to the other countries economically. John Maynard Keynes and Harry Dexter White both are called as the founding father of the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, which were called as the Bretton Woods twins. World Bank and the International Monetary Fund are called as the Bretton Woods twins. Why they are saying that one as a Bretton Woods twins means in the Bretton Woods conference alone they proposed about the International Monetary Fund as well as the World Bank. Who are the founding fathers? I told that John Maynard Keynes and Harry Dexter White both are the founding fathers of the World Bank and International Monetary Fund. Okay, actually, for the in the same thing, what they thought, what they decided to do there, they want to start the International Trade Organization also, but it was same they started there but it was changed as the GATT means General Agreement on Tariff and Trade, and this GATT it was transformed into World Trade Organization in 1995. The World Trade Organization is having the headquarters at Geneva. International Monetary Fund and World Bank both they are having their headquarters at Washington DC. Now we will enter into the International Monetary Fund. The purpose of International Monetary Fund is to secure and promote economic and financial cooperation among the UNO member countries. Okay, after the Second World War, the UNO it was started to maintain the peace in the world level. It is not only to started to maintain the peace as well as it took care of the world countries those who are very back in the economical level. Okay, to develop that countries alone, this International Monetary Fund also it was started. The IMF was established to assist the member nation to tide over the balance of payment disequilibrium in the short term. Already we studied about the balance of payment. BOP disequilibrium we already studied. What are the payments we are paying there? That one, that should not be the disequilibrium there. It should be there, isn't it? That one to balance that one. To balance the disequilibrium alone, they started the IMF in the world level. That means for all the countries, those who are involved in the, those who are signed in the UNO, those who are member in the UNO, for everyone only this IMF it was started. Actually IMF having the 189 members at present. In this one last country which one it joined, Nauru it joined in 2016. It is a very tiny island in the South Pacific. Okay, in the South Pacific it is a very tiny island. Okay, next we will move on to the objectives of IMF. What are the objectives of IMF? Its main objective is to promote international monetary cooperation among the member nation. To promote the international monetary cooperation, monetary means already I told money, isn't it? To that means international level, the money cooperation it should be among the member nation. Cooperation should be there in the money wise. Okay, to facilitate foster and balanced growth of international trade. Balanced growth to all over the country, the trade it should be balanced. Balance means already I told export and import. About the export and import only we are saying as a balanced, isn't it? Balanced trade we are saying. That means balanced growth means what? That it should be the, that means export and import it should be equal there. It should be equal, then only the growth also it will be balanced there. Okay, to ensure exchange rate stability by curbing competitive exchange depreciation. The exchange rate stability is there, isn't it? It should curbing means what is there? To avoiding the competitive exchange depreciation. Competitive will be there in a exchange. Okay, the depreciation means isn't it, reducing. That means to reduce the competitive exchange only, the IMF only it's helping there. To eliminate or reduce exchange controls. To eliminate means actually it's fully avoiding. Otherwise reduce means isn't it, reducing the exchange controls imposed by the member nation, which was imposed by the member nation. To establish multilateral trade. Multilateral trade means what? Doing the trade between the more countries. Doing the trade between the more countries is called as a multilateral trade. To establish the multilateral trade among the countries, as well as payment system in respect of current transaction instead of bilateral trade agreements. To promote the flow of capital from developed to developing nation. Flow of capital, that means the capital, the investment, the money, it should be flow there. It should be flow there to promote the developing countries. That means how we may say, the money it should be transact there from the developed countries to developing nation. Already we studied about the foreign direct investment. Is in that what we said, the developed nation, they should invest the money in the developing nation, otherwise in the lower developing nation, I said, isn't it? Same, that only in this also they are saying that we should promote. That means through the IMF they are promoting that one. Okay, promoting the FDI. To solve the problem of international liquidity. To solve the problem of the international level, what are the liquidity is there, everything to solve, the IMF is working there.